Have you ever woke up in the morning stiff and in pain? Is walking up or downstairs your number one enemy? Or maybe doing something regular like walking or sitting for too long hurt your knees? Well, if that's you, I'm going to show you how to fix it. So I've had knee problems for years, and all of those things used to be a problem for me, but I fixed it. And by following these steps, you can do the same for yourself. Before we can fix your knee pain, the first thing that we have to address is your mobility. Remember this: lengthen, then strengthen. The reason why you want to lengthen first is because it's going to address any mobility issues that could be either limiting movement or causing problems for the knee, right? So for example, if you have tight hips, quads, or even tight ankles, you can wreck your knee, because if you have tightness anywhere in the major joints, it could pull on the knee and also pull the knee in awkward positions. So every single time you're walking, load is not going straight through the knee. It's hitting the knee at an angle. The knee is getting pulled really hard, and that's where some of the pain comes from. Take me for example. I have extremely flat feet, which causes my arches to fall inward. And if my glutes, my hips weren't strong, my knees would be caving in as well, and I'll be walking like Kenny Smith from inside the NBA, just knock-kneed as hell. So to address the hips, we have to do the 90-90 hip stretch. You're gonna have one knee out in front, one knee out in the side. Ankle and knee angles, 90 degrees. You can use your off arm to prop yourself upright. All you do from here, chest up, bend at the hips, try to get your belly down to your thigh. Drop down as low as you can comfortably without slouching your back. And if this position is too uncomfortable for you, you can always put like a pillow or a block underneath your knee so that you have less range of motion to work with. Get down to the lowest position, and then with this knee, you're gonna drive this knee as hard as you can into the ground. It's gonna feel uncomfortable. You might cry, but it's okay. Hold that for 5 to 10 seconds. You're gonna release the tension and then go down even deeper. And with enough practice, you'll be able to do this movement hands-free all the way down. To address the ankles, all you gotta do is an ankle rocker. You're just gonna be in half kneeling position. You're driving your knee as far forward as you can while keeping your heel on the ground. You can do this for 30 to 45 seconds and really work through your range. Get as much range as possible. Another cool thing you can do is when you get to your end range, you're gonna push down the ground with your toes as hard as you can, and you should feel a nice stretch in the Achilles tendon and in your calf. Push down with your toes for 5 to 10 seconds, release the tension, and then drive down deeper. And the final stretch is the couch stretch to address the front of the hip and quad mobility. You can use a couch, a block, a bench, whatever. You're gonna put your foot behind you. Pick a height that you're comfortable with. If you're just getting started, you can go lower. The more you get used to it, you can just increase the height. All you do from here is posture up, squeeze your butt as hard as you can, and you're gonna feel a nice stretch in the quad. In the beginning, you're not gonna be able to get your butt to your heel, but with more practice, eventually you're gonna be able to drive back, and you wanna stay tall the entire time. Hold this for 30 to 45 seconds. Well, that takes care of mobility. Next, we gotta strengthen. And the first thing we're gonna strengthen is all the supporting structures around the knee. Starting off with the hips. You need a big, juicy, strong booty, not just for looks, but it has to be functional. A big and strong butt makes sure that there's no extra load going into the knee. A strong butt is essential. Getting a BBL only makes you look like those ants from the movie Ants. Looks big, but has zero function. Tempo step down. Grab a stack of books, a box, anything with an elevated surface. All you're going to do is you're going to hinge at the hips, and then with your off leg, you are going to keep that leg straight, and then you're going to drive down with the knee, dropping down until you touch your heel on the ground. The most important thing, do not use any assistance from this straight leg. You're gonna use all the strength and the power in your bent leg to drive yourself back up. And then what you're going to feel is your glutes fire the hell up. The good thing is that you can start off at a height that is comfortable for you, right? If let's say 6 to 10 inches is too high, you can start off with maybe 2 to 3 inches and then get good at that. When you're able to do 8 to 10 pain-free reps, you can start increasing the height, going higher and higher over time. Just like that. It's a pretty good job. The next exercise is going to be a clamshell. So now I'm going to assume that you don't have any resistance bands at home, but if you do, you can wrap them around your knees. But anyway, you're going to have your knees bent at least 90 degrees. You're going to set your elbows down on the ground. Make sure that your hips stay extended the whole time. All you do from here is you're going to drive your hips up with this bottom knee, drive all the way up, and then you're going to open up with the top leg. And you're just going to go for reps, right? So because you're not going to be using a band, what you can do is at the top, hold it for at least 2 seconds and then slowly come back down. This exercise is great for strengthening up all those little muscles in the glutes, right? So you want to aim for 15 to 20 slow tempo reps. You can even, at the end of your set, hold it. That last rep, hold that for at least 10 seconds. You're going to feel the burn and then slowly let yourself down. Now that we've worked on all the supporting structures around the knees, it's time to directly work on the knees. When it comes to decreasing knee pain and increasing knee strength, we have to build strength in all ranges. We're going to split it in two. We're going to build strength in the top range and in the bottom range. So what you're going to do is put your heels on the wedges, toes on the ground. We want our heels elevated because that's going to bypass any ankle mobility issues that you might have. You can use a stick for assistance if you need. And to start building strength in the top range, we're just going to be doing some squats, some slow squats. Having your heels elevated also allows you to really drive your knees forward, which is going to help strengthen all the structures around the actual knee itself, especially like your VMO muscle, which is that teardrop muscle on the side. And the goal here is to be able to go down to at least 90 degrees. Slow tempo, 3 to 5 seconds. You want to be able to do 10 pain-free reps. And when you can do 10 pain-free reps, you're pretty much going to be doing the exact same thing with one leg. This is called the Poliquin step up. If you're just starting out, this could be difficult, so you want to make sure that you're starting on the ground first and drive forward with the knee. And you are tapping the ground with your heel. When you can master 8 to 10 pain-free reps on the ground, you're going to increase the height by 2 inches at a time. And when you can do 8 to 10 pain-free reps with around 8 to 10 inches, you're going to start again from the floor, but you're going to add weight. You can start with like a 5 or 10 pound dumbbell, and you're literally repeating the exact same process. But hold on, what if I don't have a slant board or wedges? Can I still get my knees stronger? Yes, you can practice slow eccentric squats, slow tempo, 3 to 5 seconds down, 3 to 5 seconds up. And if you need assistance, you can use a stick, you can grab a door frame and just work on the exact same thing. But I would encourage you to find wedges or a slant board you can use, because it's really going to help strengthen the knees in the lengthened position, because that's where a lot of injuries happen. Like in sports, when you walk down the stairs, your quads and your knees are in the lengthened position. And it's also going to help you get confidence with your knees going over your toes. There's some people that are still stuck in like the 1920s that say, oh, going knees over toes is bad for you. No. It's actually good. Your knees need it. That is their natural position and their natural movement pattern. Use it or lose it. And for the bottom range, practice kneeling squats. This helps build the bottom range mobility and strength. It's going to open up the knee, improving blood flow, getting the nutrients into the knee. So how you start this is by starting off on your toes. You can even go assisted if you want. Put your hands on the ground or hold on to something, right? And then you're just going to slowly drive your hips into your heels as low as you can. And we're just going to do this for reps. 8 to 10 pain-free reps. When you're able to go unassisted on your toes, you're going to repeat the same process with your feet flat on the ground. You can start off again by putting your hands on the ground, 8 to 10 pain-free, and then 8 to 10 pain-free by yourself. If you really want your knees to be strong, I have 2 bonus exercises for you. The isometric lunge hold. Joints love slow and load, and one of the best ways you can load them is with isometrics. You do the lunge hold because your quad is going to be stretched out and it really builds strength in length. How you want to start this off is by holding a lunge position for at least 5 seconds. Yes, 5 seconds, you are going to cry. Eventually, you want to be able to build up to 30 seconds, and when you get really strong, 1 to 2 minutes. When you can master 1 to 2 minutes pain-free, you can start adding weights. And that's when things really get intense. Exercise number 2 is toe squats. Now we have the slant board squat, but what if you do the same thing with no slant board? Ooh, that's spicy. To do a toe squat, all you do, raise your heels off the ground, and you're still going through that squat motion without your heels touching the ground. This exercise pretty much knocks 2 birds with 1 stone. You're going to be building insane foot strength, foot and ankle strength, and also working on deep range squats. All right, so same thing as before. If you're going body weight, you want to be able to go 8 to 12 reps, and then later on you want to start adding weight to this. Now that's how you can decrease knee pain, increase knee strength, and be more confident and comfortable moving in those types of positions for no other reason than you are meant to move like that. You deserve it. So go get you some nice strong knees, and I'm gonna catch you later next time.